Does Rudo have scars? Have we ever actually seen Rudo's true power? And what exactly is the nature of his vital instrument ability? Let's break down the theory that could answer all these questions piece by piece. Rudo's power is believed to come from the 3R gloves, part of the ancient and powerful Watchman series. With them, he can touch any discarded object and instantly transform it into a vital instrument. This ability allows him to fight trash beasts, defend himself against powerful enemies, and improvise devastating attacks on the fly. But here's where it gets interesting. Rudo has always had a deep emotional connection to trash, not just as a tool, but as a reflection of himself. Abandoned by his parents, treated like garbage by society, and thrown into the pit, Rudo relates to discarded things because he sees himself as one of them. That's why many fans, including myself, believe his ability doesn't come from the gloves at all. It comes from him. His genuine care for the things others throw away seems to awaken their dormant potential. While other givers need time to bond with their Jinki, Rudo simply picks something up, sees its worth, and brings it to life. Rudo can charge up to 3 items at once, or focus all his energy into one, dramatically increasing its power. After use, the object crumbles to dust, and every time this happens, he feels a twinge of sadness, bittersweet that it's gone, but proud it fulfilled a purpose before disappearing forever. Even more impressive, Rudo may now be able to awaken others into givers. In a recent chapter, we see this with Follow, a cleaner who had never been able to activate his Jinki despite years of bonding with his hammer. During a life or death fight, Follow admits to envying Rudo's gift and feeling ashamed of his own failure. When he tries to give up his hammer, Rudo grabs him by the collar and demands he keeps fighting, and at that moment, something changes. Follow's hammer awakens. What can only be interpreted as a transfer of anima between Rudo and Follow can also be seen during this specific moment. This suggests Rudo's power isn't just about objects, it's about people too. His ability may lie in emotional resonance, seeing value in what others abandon, and believing in that value so strongly it literally transforms reality.
Now let's talk about Rudo's scars. We know that Watchman series items can only be used by someone who is missing something emotionally or spiritually. Trying to use one without that loss causes madness and agony. This is confirmed in the Trash Storm arc by Zodil, and again in the Information Broker arc, where Follow temporarily wears Rudo's glove and begins to lose his mind. So what about Rudo's scarred hand? Burned from fingertip to elbow, always bandaged. We're told his parents caused those wounds, but how? What if the scars weren't from abuse, but from forcing the gloves on him before he was ready, before he had lost anything, before he was incomplete? This would explain a lot. Perhaps his parents, out of desperation or pressure, forced the Watchman gloves on him when he was still whole. The pain, the burns, the trauma, it wasn't punishment, it was the gloves rejecting him. Realizing their plan failed, maybe his parents abandoned him so he could become incomplete. The emotional damage needed to make the gloves work. But even after they left, Rudo didn't awaken. So someone else, specifically Tamsy, may have stepped in to take the final thing he had left, Regto. This all seems to make sense. It is only after Regto dies, Rudo's only family, his only source of love, that we finally see him activate his powers and that he's able to transform ordinary trash into powerful Jinkis. This suggests Rudo was being prepared piece by piece to become a Watchman series user, stripped of love, of innocence, until he was empty enough to wield the power. This theory could potentially be further affirmed if a relationship between Tamsy, a character already shrouded in mystery, and Rudo's father, a character shrouded in even more mystery, is confirmed. Overall, the theory that Rudo's scars came from wearing the gloves aligns perfectly with the rule that Watchman items can only be used by someone who is incomplete, and it provides a compelling explanation for how he got those burns. So what do we do now? Rudo's power likely come from himself, not the gloves. His scars were probably the result of trying the gloves too soon, and his ability seems to extend to people, not just objects. But even with this theory laid out, many questions still remain. What is the true power of the 3R gloves? Have we seen it yet? What exactly was Regto writing in that mysterious book before his death, a book now confirmed to be a part of the Watchmen series? And more importantly, how was Tamsy able to cross the border without a Watchmen series item, when we've been told that crossing unprotected means certain death? These mysteries remain unsolved, but not for long. They'll be the focus of future videos, so if you've enjoyed this theory and want to dive even deeper into the world of Gachiakuta, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.